If you were playing Scorpion Cyrax, you were just trying to do spin into Cyrax's. Go with the character you're comfortable with, bro. I like, well, that's not what, for me, it's not enjoyable. Raiden Kano is meta. I know, I've noticed. Merry Christmas, that's not true at all. But what were you talking about earlier, Air Max? What were you talking about? You said something about the tournament. Tekken Master won UFA and he was using Baraka Striker getting nerfed. Ah, Tekken Master, yeah. So here's the fucking hilarious part, and maybe people don't understand this. I don't know if they do or they don't, or y'all do or y'all don't. I think some of y'all totally get this. The problem with the patching, like the way that they patch this game, like we've all talked about this before, right? But like everybody, this game is designed a certain way, right? This game is designed in a certain way. Hey, you can pick characters, you can pick cameos. Cameos can do this. There are cameos you can call whenever you want. There are cameos you have to like call and your character is locked in an animation, right? 100%. That's just what it is. Cool, great. So there's certain cameos that they deem too strong or whatever, and they tone them down. Like Cyrax, for example, right? They fucking nerf Cyrax into the ground, right? And Cyrax he was annoying, right? He was annoying. He was brain dead. His spin assist was brain dead. As an assist, he was too common. He was the best assist in the game. There was a very little risk and very high reward for certain characters too, like Raiden and Baraka. You could just call Cyrax, and if it hit, combo. If it didn't, free chip damage and or plus frames, right? It was stupid. The problem with that is the way they designed this game, they don't have that much variation. There's not, assists are not that different. And like, it's almost like fucking giving yourself too much credit to where you think, oh, if we just take Cyrax out of the game, we won't have this problem anymore. It's like, no, you're not creative enough or intelligent enough to design a game where once you get rid of this problem, it's gone. There are other problems, or in this case, the same problem still exists, right? So everybody who's playing Raiden Cyrax, Baraka Cyrax, Scorpion Cyrax, they just found another assist that could do the same thing that Cyrax did, because you took Cyrax out of the game. If you think taking a character off the select screen is ever good for that long-term health of the game, you're an idiot. Like, that's never good. Like, I don't care how broken a character is. Removing them from the game when they're already in, like, it's just less content, right? So it's always going to be a negative thing. It's always going to be an issue. Now the problem is, people aren't going to just stop playing the game that way. They're going to do whatever they can to find a way to play the game the same way, even if it's not as strong. There's nothing in the game that's as strong and consistent as Cyrax was. But now we have Raiden Kano, where Raiden players pick Kano and do the same thing. We have Scorpion Striker, from, like in UFA, for example, right? That tournament just passed. You said Tekken Master won with Baraka Striker. I believe it was Baraka Striker, right? Now you can pick, or it was, yeah. You can pick Striker and do a lot of the same shit that you were doing with Cyrax. So it's like you didn't even get rid of it, right? It's just people have to think about it a little bit more. There was Javier made top 8 with Scorpion Striker, playing very similarly to how you played it with Scorpion Cyrax. Very similarly, if not exactly the same, right? Then you have people playing Baraka Striker. Then you have people playing Raiden Kano. And they're all playing the exact same way that they played when Cyrax assist was in the game. And you could argue that, oh, it's better. At least it's 2 assists instead of 1. But it's the exact same playstyle, bro. Nothing changed. You made it a tiny bit worse. And then you took one cameo completely out of the game. So if you like Cyrax, LOL, fuck you. But the people who like playing that way that you wanted to get rid of, they're still able to do it in the game. It's not gone. And this is what people have been trying to say, what I've been trying to say, what Tom Brady's been trying to say, and fucking shouts out MK Tom Brady because he's keeping it a buck. It's like nerfing cameos into the ground is not going to help the game ever. I don't care how, like, I do care, but for the most part, even if a cameo is super busted, you nerfing them into the ground will not help the long-term life of the game. It won't. It'll just take them off the select screen. And then they'll just find another cameo that's close enough to do that, or they'll just figure out what else the meta is. The meta is Kung Lao. I'm going to just play Kung Lao. And I said that shit. I think Ketchup or Mustard said that shit too. And Cyrax gets butchered. Hey, now it's the Kung Lao meta. Everybody's going to pick Kung Lao. And there are some people who don't pick Kung Lao because he doesn't mesh well with every character. Or Or you could still play pre-patch MK1 with Raiden Kano, with Baraka Striker, Scorpion Striker, and more people. And here's the hilarious part. If you nerf if you nerf Kung Lao into the ground, everybody's going to pick Striker. So if you're like, you know what, Kung Lao is still too strong, Hat Toss still recovers too fast, we're going to nerf it. Alright, cool, dog. Nerf it. Now what's everybody got to do? Oh, well, we're just going to pick fucking Striker and do the exact same thing. Except that it's not a high-low mix-up this time. It's just plus frames and free pressure. I get free fuck neutral moves, and I get free plus frames, free pressure. Which is still really fucking good. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only difference. And maybe that's not as bad, but you just took 2 cameos out of the game and didn't solve the problem. You know what I mean? So it's just like hilarious. Like the mindset that they have and the ideas they have for patching are just extremely flawed. And it's just sad, bro. I didn't even finish watching UFA. I don't watch all of it. I don't watch Top 8 yet. But I'm not shocked that Tekken Master won. I thought he was in losers or something, and I was shocked. I was like, ain't no way. But I think he might have been in winners. I might have just not been paying attention. But yeah, people are always going to exploit whatever is the most easy and powerful thing in the game. Whatever, there's easy and there's powerful. And where those two things converge, that's what people are going to exploit and, use to try to make money. And I don't blame them. I do not blame them. But it's hilarious to think that nerfing Cyrax into the ground or nerfing Kung Lao into the ground or something like that is going to make the game better. All they had to do was nerf Cyrax's spin assist a little bit and then nerf it a tiny bit, nerf net a tiny bit, and then buff his little bomb shit, and he would still be usable, but he wouldn't be abusable. But instead, they just took him off the game. But anyway, that's how I feel. That's how I feel, bro. It's silly. It's goofy. Very goofy game. Is very goofy.